Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to the Darkest Dungeon. I think everything is set up in towns. Let's just do another Ruins mission with the same people. Although this time around, we probably don't need Ashen Distillation. The dodge is very good, but I would like the map, just so that we don't have to deal with quite so much shuffling and not knowing where the enemies are. We could take the Blasphemous Vial, but I really like the stuns landing. You know what? I'm actually not really using the stuns as often, because I seem to be opening up with a Blight and letting the Vestal stun. So let's get rid of Blasphemous Vial, even though the accuracy is extremely good, and we'll give you the map, and we'll see how this goes. But I really want that Trap Disarm chance and Scouting chance bonuses. So Ruins, off we go. Food, torches. Let's just make those a little bit more easy to identify. Shovels, probably only bring like 3 shovels, I think. We'll bring some holy water, we'll bring some keys, and I'm gonna stack these a little bit higher. That way if we find curios that require holy water, we have the necessary resources, because on the last mission there were like 4 curios at the very end that we couldn't use at all, that all required holy water and were pretty damn good. So let's keep these along. And everything else is good. I'm not even gonna bring bandages because we didn't use any. I'm not gonna bring any more medicinal herbs or anti-venom because we didn't really use them. And 4 is good enough. Let's go. Yes. That's good enough. Now, if we're not bringing along bandages, we might want to give the ability to the Plague Doctor to remove Blight and Bleed. We could get rid of Blinding Gas if we don't intend to stun that often, but I like having the opportunity to stun. Maybe we'd prefer Disorienting Blast. So maybe it would be like, get rid of this, and apply this and this. Because the double stun is nice, but whenever we come, well, man, the double stun is very good. I'm gonna keep the double stun. But let's go to Battlefield Medicine instead of Emboldening Vapors. We haven't really been using this. The DOT on the Plague Doctor is good for getting around protection, and they always have something that they can do on their turn to do damage. So let's give them Battlefield Medicine for a small heal and Bleed Blight removal. Just to keep, I don't know. Yeah, sure, we'll try it. We can always change skills later. You can change skills in the mission as much as you want, as long as you're not in combat, so we'll see what happens. Now, this mission is gonna have a lot of backtracking, but at least it's one path of backtracking. I actually kind of prefer that, because with one path of backtracking, I can just camp here, then pick up the loot on the way back. I kind of like that very easy, mentally understandable pathing. Oh my god, I can't move the map anymore, I hate it. Why lock the map, you know? let me change my map. It's my map. I want to change it now. I'm going to stun the cultist because I want to kill the witch. Though I'm gonna keep purging you. I'm keeping this move amulet because it does seem pretty decent. You're dead in 2 turns, which is fine. And honestly, a push here is totally acceptable. Yeah, that's fine, who cares? That's where I want her anyways. I just won't be able to rush the Arbalist for a turn or 2, who cares? Just don't crit the Vestal 3 times in a row again. She was on mortality debuffs for like the entirety of the last mission. So even right now, like, Blinding Gas doesn't really matter because we don't care about the Cultist Witch, she's dead anyways. Technically, Disorienting Blast would be better. It has the same chance of hitting and the same stun chance, but it does shuffle, so it could have pulled the Arbalist forward. It also doesn't have limited uses.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
But, well, it is what it is. Unfortunately, these cultist champions and bone shield walls, it's a little bit harder to get them kind of pushed up to the front. They You know, I should have stunned you. They move themselves, which is unfortunate for us. But I can move them too. And you have a stun, but you know what? I'm just gonna smack you.
Formation is broken. Maintain
They still have a stumbling scratch ability, but it doesn't matter quite as much.
The ground quakes.
The ground quakes with the noxious fumes. Oh man, who let one? Maybe that's why the ground quaked, actually. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm so dumb.
Obliterated.
I'm such a kid. 115 stun chance. The stun's never gonna land.
Vigor is restored.
Ooh. He's getting me excited with that one. Vigor is restored. Well, we don't care about this at all. Shield Bone Wall. I wish I could stun you with the Plague Doctor. If the Plague Doctor had a frontline stun, I would love him even more than I do right now, even though I do love the Plague Doctor. That's such a good unit. And I was looking at the districts. We're almost at the point where we can afford to build a district that gives the Plague Doctor even more of a Blight skill chance. So even though their Blight skill is 165 and it's 185 with the other trinket, we could actually make it 200% flat chance of applying the Blight, and that would be awesome. Completely, totally unnecessary, but awesome nonetheless. We could take him out to like the Warrens and the Weald and still apply the Blight usually. One more turn? Ah, that's okay. Ooh, marbles. Plus 10 dodge. Yoink. I just want to see. I just don't get why the map locks. It makes no sense. Makes literally no sense. I'm not complaining, it's just a curiosity more than anything else. So here's hoping that, yeah, the map is gonna keep the scouting going. Maybe finding a secret room, but mostly I'm just worried about traps. That way we can have a 100% chance of disarming them, and I'm worried about enemies and being surprised. That's why I like the scouting. Though we do not have scouting here, and there's a trap. So what am I? So everything sucks basically.
With a singular purpose.
Everything sucks. Plague Doctor sucks. Worst class ever. You let me down. Maybe just worst unit ever. Twig Breaker, you let me down. Is it Twig? Yeah, it is Twig. Well, I have a strategy here. Stick with it. You start with the Plague, then you do a stun. Although they did resist it. It was like a 75%. And now I have to decide, do I go for the kill on the Bloodletter or do I go for the block and withstand? I think I go for the block and withstand just to prevent those one-hit kills from point-blank shot. Well, it'd be like a 3-hit kill, but still, it scares me. It's 8 damage non-crit with the protection, 30 damage with a crit without the protection. It's rough. It's pretty rough. Blanket fire. Oh, there's more stress. But I think we're gonna... Wait, you don't do stress? What mission is this? Infamous Fusilier. Blanket fire, no stress. Are you a veteran? Are you not even a champion? Did I screw up? Did I go to the wrong mission? Why are you guys here? Maybe this is just like an easy encounter.
The wounds of war.
I don't know what's going on. Like, you should be dead though.
Never hidden.
Oh, beautiful. Rain of Whips. I'm very curious what they do from the very back. I've never seen them do an attack from the back line.
A powerful blow.
Yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know why they're here. This'll kill you. I'm okay with you living for another turn. Because you're just going to do a point-blank shot, or you're going to do a rush shot, rather.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Crit for 49. Now it's just you. What are you going to do? Nothing? Beautiful. You're going to sit there and die? Beautiful. I was gonna say, it probably does have a higher chance of critting because you are a gunman, but maybe not. Maybe it would have been okay. The fact that you crit before you died, though, sucked. But still, we are gonna camp. We're gonna pick up loot on the way back, because I don't think we're gonna do a very long backtrack on this mission. This is not the final combat, but also it doesn't matter. Beautiful. So, screw the crests, we don't need them. Prevent nighttime ambush. Buff your accuracy and dodge. Remove the disease. And you can't buff your own. You cannot buff your own accuracy right now, which is fine. We'll just do it the next camp. And we also have the ability to remove a negative quirk. Bad Gambler, Faithless, will not pray or flagellate. Dud Hitter, God-fearing, slow reflexes, Fangophobia, flawed release, God-fearing. Fangophobia I would like to remove. Flawed release doesn't even do anything because you don't crit on ranged attacks, but still. That's why we bring along the holy water. And this is gems. Or money. One or the other. And then we'll just backtrack a little bit. Good start to the mission so far. There's a lot of rooms to explore, though. But we've learned from the last missions here, missions plural, I guess, because we've been here for a while. And we keep coming back to this place. This party can sustain itself quite nicely. Thank you. And I'm still loving the Purge ability. Such a nice ability to have. Let's dump the anti-venom. It's literally useless here. Like, actually, I don't think there's anything you can do with anti-venom, so just dump it, get it out of my face. This is fine. And yeah, more gems. My lord, that's a lot of gems. I think we should dump a torch to hold an onyx. Hopefully they'll stack. Spiders incoming? Nope. More like this Joker. The Collector. Okay. Scary. Here's hoping we can stun him, you know, fingers crossed, because if we can't stun him, this guy is heavily frustrating, especially because we actually do not have a way for the Crusader to do anything on this turn. So he's just going to remove stress from the healer, I guess. Yeah, but this fight, it can suck. It can suck a lot. Especially with the highwaymen out. There's only one. I actually think you go for the stun. Yeah, I want that highwayman not to attack on this turn. Oh, that's so bad. Head knocker is a stun. The guard, oh no, it's a heal, not a guard. Please stun. Sure, you know, that's fine, I guess. Not like I wanted to stun these guys anyways. Can I purge you? Bring this guy closer so he can get hit more.
Confluence of skill and purpose.
We're actually getting a lot of dodges, which is very surprising. But we gotta start punching through. So I'm not gonna focus on stuns anymore. Like, we've proven that is not a value play. Wow, damage, accuracy, and crit for 4 rounds. 50%! Good lord! That's insane! Please get stunned. He doesn't really do that much damage, I suppose, but that's still absurd. Okay, Vestal is not bleeding. This guy's almost half dead, but the Crusader can't hit him anymore, which is unfortunate. Actually thinking... I think I'm gonna put up the mark. I would love it if the Highwayman just attacked the leper over and over again, because his high crit damage and high bleed is gonna suck. If we can give him a better target, maybe he'll just focus on the leper. Hopefully it works. Now the guard does suck a little bit. You just have to heal yourself. The guard sucks. I think we will toss out a stun on this turn because we can't hit the collector at all. It also does help get rid of the Vestal. We crit the Vestal, so they still have Blight. That's good. I guess if we have nothing to do, we're just gonna chop you a couple of times. Headhunt. You went for the Plague Doctor. Not who we wanted, but the Plague Doctor does have the ability to remove the Blight and Bleed themselves, which is okay. Push you back. Alright. So the Collector is now at the front. Gonna go for the Noxious Blast. The crit is nice because it's a lot of damage. There's a little tiny risk of the Plague Doctor dying, but we'd have to get hit by the Highwayman and pretty much get crit.
The wounds of war can
With 33 health, he should survive a hit.
but never hidden.
Show Collection again. I'm glad you don't move when you do that attack. Headhunt. Hey, he hit the leper. Perfect. Exactly what we wanted. And now you're screwed, buddy. You don't even know it, but you're dead. There's the guard. I'm surprised we're actually able to keep these guys at bay as well as we are. Don't heal him. He didn't heal him. Yeah, that was not that bad. Crusader was in the wrong position for this fight, but you can't expect to ever run into this combat. And, you know, the stuns really failed early, but we managed to make it work. I guess you get rid of the Onyx. You could get rid of a stack of gold, you know? And hope that the Onyx actually stacks during the mission. That's probably better. It's probably better. Also no spiders. But the Bone Royalty. This guy should be debuffed. We have his cup. He can't do anything. I got his cup. I understand his power.
Decimated.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, if that landed and we didn't land the stun, at least the Arbalest wouldn't be able to shoot, but that's okay.
Grievous
Well, that sucks.
injury. Palpable fear.
Please don't crit my Vestal again. She is in like a very precarious position on these missions because she's in the second position slot. But you just have to have hope. You have to have hope that she'll be okay. And you know what, the more I think about it, this is like the perfect turn for the shuffle. Because we killed one unit, we want to pull the sharpshooter to the front so that he can't do his Arbalest shot. That would have been the perfect time to toss out the other stun ability from the Plague Doctor. Maybe we should grab that. Maybe we should equip it. I think we'll just keep blighting them, get that process started. I don't think we need to focus on stress too much, but we probably still will. It's an awkward position to be in. We know that we've done a lot of the mission, and our inventory is filled with good stuff. But I think we're gonna save the camp for as long as we can. We'll do some backtracking later, I hope. Just like we did last time. And it worked out very well last time. We had so much gold leaving the mission. We were looted.
A momentary abatement.
It's so easy to stall for heals. As long as you're not with an occultist and there's just like one crappy unit left. It's like absolutely worth it to stall for these heals. There's no reason not to. Tinka, 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 twinkle, twinkle, twinkle.
This is how a life is taken.
Oh, I don't care about that. Did get quite a bit of scouting. Glad I kept the shovels. I was debating tossing them out earlier, but figured we'd hold on to them. And again, like, this is actually a very good turn for the disorienting blast. Push that sharpshooter up to the front, but I don't have it. Realizing there's some changes that we can make to the party to make it better at the ruins, and I think that's one of them. Just gotta remember, put it in my brain, change skills, change skills. Minus dodge.
Destroyed.
He always crits on the second hit, not the first, so he'll crit next time, don't worry. Let's get you stunned. That way our Vestal won't perish. Told you. Could blight you, but I don't know, blight the corpse. Make sure that's going away.
Dazed. Reeling.
That's a who cares hit. I guess we could leave the sharpshooter alive now, because they're just gonna bayonet jab next turn.
Destroy them all.
And then he's dead in 2 turns. Yeah, we'll just let you live for a bit. You're not gonna do a damn thing. And we really do need to recover some stress. Ah, come on!
In a single strike.
I guess they just have a higher crit chance in general, don't they? They love critting when you're trying to stall. I hate them. Give me a maybe crit heal. Yeah, you move first. Whatever. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna try disorienting blast. It would suck if this is the time when we get bled to heck and need that heal, that bleed removal, but let's see what happens with this. I want to hopefully be able to use this disorienting blast to good effect. Yoink. Okay, combat and treasure. It's another chest too. Are you a stress guy? I guess you have to have the wolf on your head to give stress. Is that it? Have I figured it out finally? Maybe that is how it works, because I think these guys, they appear after you do Wolf. Maybe that is exactly how it works.
A singular strike.
I'm very glad I decided to blight him and hit him. Move resist is pretty low. We have a 95% chance of the purge. The purge. Let's get him knocked to the back. I gotta look at that. Damage minus 40%. So we hit him for like 13. That means the hit was actually for like, I don't know, 20. That's not that much of a damage penalty for the benefit of knocking him back, honestly.
Masterfully executed.
Perfect. We want him to die in 2 turns. Actually, we'll probably still kill him. Yeah, just so that... Ooh, you're gonna leave a corpse. No, you're not, because I purged you. Let's just do this. That way, This guy won't be able to blanket fire. If we're trying to reduce stress with the Crusader, we don't want to add to the stress. Don't do it. I'm holding my breath expecting the worst. It's not like they can kill her on, you know, one enemy unit left alive not doing anything. Unfortunately, you moved before my Plague Doctor, so we're gonna have to kill you with the leper, probably. Yeah. Stress is low enough. Whole stack of gold. I don't think you take it.
Push on to the task's end.
I think you say no. We know we're gonna backtrack later, and I would actually like to bring heirlooms back, so we'll just make sure to save inventory space for the future. Pack has a map inside. Apparently it's a useless map. And there's another trap there, all right. Twig Breaker, get on that, thank you very much. Chop chop. I want to try to get a lot of deeds, not necessarily deeds, but I want to get a lot of heirlooms out of this mission. So I will definitely save keys and backtrack for those 2 chests, I think. Because that's what we really need right now. Money is starting to not become an issue since we have so many units already leveled up.
Seems bent on preventing passage.
Perfect. Showed us all curios. That's the second time we've gotten that. I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought it would just show you the entire route. But yeah, we need to start building those district buildings. That's the next thing. I would love to build those before we do the Darkest Dungeon. I just don't know if we're gonna have time. Like, we might literally not have enough weeks in the game left. Dude, if you're gonna give me free scouting and free rooms, I'm taking it. Dude, there's so many opportunities for loot. Holy water is a precious commodity right now. Oh, Lord. Dare you to fight the Shambler? Nope, this is not a good Shambler party. You are insane. Believed is possessed by demons. Believed or actually? There's a time limit? Yeah, you have to finish your Darkest Dungeon campaigns within 100 weeks. And if you don't, you lose. At least on this difficulty that I'm playing. So, we only have 28 more weeks left, so we can do 28 more missions. So, I mean, that's a lot of time. You know, we would like to do the other bosses first and maybe finish the last remaining courtyard mission, which would take 1 or 2, I hope. Everything else, you know, we'd have to save 4 weeks for the Darkest Dungeon itself, and there's 5 bosses remaining, I think. So that gives us like 17 weeks roughly to just kind of do missions on our own, however we want them.
Well struck.
Something like that, which is honestly plenty of time. I hope. We'll see. There's also a death limit. You can only lose 12 people before you die on this difficulty. So hopefully you don't lose too many people out on missions. Okay, don't crit my Vestal. I'm not gonna kill you on this turn. These guys are so easy to stun. I like that. So easy to miss too. Work. I want to see what happens. Oh, you just ground pound? You crit the Crusader again, you jerk. Well, I did not know that you could still just ground pound from the back. Considering he's such a big unit, you would think that he would have some other ability that he does, but apparently not. You're already dead. If I blight you, you're dead, but we're gonna have the leper hit you first, so we might as well try to stun Well, if I use Disorienting Blast, it might move the Bone Royalty. So instead, what we're gonna do is just Plague you. That's the best move. You know, I'm actually thinking maybe he only ground pounds from the back.
Annihilated.
That's only a 76% chance of hitting. Maybe he only ground pounds from the back, and we actually need to get him moved up to the front. So he can do Crushing Blow, which only targets 1 unit instead of all 4. So that might be what's going on here. Dude, we gotta hit you with those stuns. You know, start this process. You're not gonna kill him on 1 hit anyways. Hey, it's another ground pound. What a cool move he does. Can you teach me that move? So cool, you're such a cool dude. You just ground pound everywhere you go. All right, well, now you're dead. Unfortunately, we have 65 stress on the Crusader, but oh well.
Monstrous
It was a
size
poor
has no
fight for the most part.
merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered.
Did not go as well as I wanted to. Oh, what the heck is this? What? Why are there 2 battles? What? I don't know what happens with 2 battles in a hallway. Let's go up. I am gonna do that, but I'm very curious what is going on there. Why are there 2 battles in a hallway? Because I was told that if you ever see 2 battles in a hallway, one of those is a special battle. For instance, it could be the thing from beyond the stars. But nothing is like that here. Like, nothing was in this vicinity of this area, so what the heck is this? What the heck? Can't be blighted. We could possibly pull you forward. Is it the Shambler? No, because we're at full light, and it's not the Collector, because I actually literally fought the Collector in this hallway, so it's not the Collector. So I just don't know what it is. I'm gonna be as surprised, Collector 2.0. I'm gonna be as surprised as everyone else is, I hope. Please purge. That's unfortunate. Well, this turn is gonna suck. Actually, it's not that bad. The bone shield walls, they don't really do that much, do they? They just guard most of the time or have a pathetic axe attack. Them having a turn while being buffed is really not the worst thing. The Arbalest is the one you gotta worry about with his high stuns. I'm actually gonna heal. I think I'm also going to Disorienting Blast. I don't want the push to happen because it means we can't hit the Bone Bearer anymore, but that's also not horrible. Please stop buffing that guy. I hate that he's been buffed so much, but keep purging. This is awful. That is also awful. This is not ideal at all. Stun him and push him to the front. 180, 140. I think I'm just gonna go for a weird attack here. That might push him to the back. It didn't even stun him! This is when I would actually prefer to have the other trinket, because it would give us a much higher chance of applying these darn stuns. Dude, this Bone Bearer sucks. The big problem is that if we can't kill him, then if we kill any of these other units, they're just gonna come back as skeletons. We have to kill the Bone Bearer first, at this point. There we go. Now, one Blight attack nearly kills them both. You have to get hit once, or we just wait one turn. Bayonet jab is fine. And then you're just gonna do defend the icon. Oh no, you're just gonna Wicked Surge, okay. I don't think this is a champion dungeon. This is a champion dungeon. This guy is here. Yeah, Bone Bearer. Yeah, okay. No bone lances to be. Oh, no, the spear guys. Yeah, okay. That's fair. We haven't fought too many of them on this mission. Last mission was, no, 2 missions ago was full of spearmen, I think. I don't remember. They're all the same. Okay, speed of 7, speed of 7. Don't kill him. Stun this one. No one's gonna die on the next turn, but purging would also help. It not landing is perfectly fine. You finally have died. You are just going to do a bayonet jab, but I'm still gonna stun you. What's your blight chance? 50%? You know what we should have done? Well, because I like Ashen Distillation. I was thinking we should have brought the other trinket, which buffs accuracy, stun chance, and blight chance, but you don't get that sweet plus 20 dodge, which is just incredible. But it probably would have been worth it because we've missed these stuns on more fights than just this one. We've missed the stuns on the collector, which was annoying. We've missed the stuns on this fight, which was annoying. We really should have equipped the other trinket, because having the plus 20%, plus 25% blight chance doesn't matter, because their blight chance is, their resist is 50%. But even though the dodge is nice, the accuracy and stun chance would have saved us so much more. No one attacks the Plague Doctor anyways. They always go for the Vestal, let's be honest. You know what? Stall for 1 turn. We can kill a Bone Man. Bone Man, take me by the hand, let you understand. Vestal's pissed. Busts.
Success.
I want the busts.
Or is it merely a
Can
trick of
probably
the
honestly
light?
dump the gold because we are going to, we're gonna do a lot of backtracking with the keys and the holy water. We're gonna get a lot of extra loot. We can stall on that slightly. Stall on collecting the cash. Infamous Fusiliers. Well, these might be champion level minions, but they're not the ones that stress us out. Which actually means that maybe we should not care about him as much. I can't even hit him with the blight. That's funny. Maybe we shouldn't care about him as much because they don't really matter. We can just party heal our way out of him. The only reason I would want to kill him first is for the stress, and if we can just party heal him, whatever. Yeah, they can crit us, but so can everyone else in the mission. Minus dodge. Guess we'll go for you next, because can't do anything else.
How quickly the tide turns.
You took 7 damage, the tide is turning! Be wary, the tide turns.
Sedated.
Although we have been crit 4 times in this fight already. 3, 4, I don't know, I can't remember. I'd prefer not to be crit this much though. That's a not great miss. That's a great hit. Thou art judged. More blanket fire. Another crit. Dude, I hate these guys.
Concentration.
Who knew these pieces of garbage would suck so much? All right. Now you're not gonna do that much though. We're just gonna toss out some heals.
As the light gains purchase,
We're still gonna camp later, which will take out most of the stress, so I'm not that worried.
clear.
It's crazy how fast the stress builds up. I mean, especially if you're dealing, oh, come on! Especially when you're dealing with stress units. These aren't even stress units, we're just getting crit. That's it, like, these are not stress units who have a stress attack and can also stress to stress us out, or that apply horror or anything like that. We're just getting crit. We got crit 5, 6 times in this mission. Too many crits. Yeah, there are a lot of crits in this game. Thank you, Critsmas. Well, now you need the stress. Maybe we'll get lucky. We did! I'll take a heal.
Sedated.
Dun 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 dun. Dump the gold. Again, we're gonna do a lot of backtracking later. So we have 23, 23, 24 stress. Honestly, not that bad. There's another hallway combat? What is happening in this mission? There's just a lot of hallway combat, I guess. Let's push. You have a 55% move resist? That's actually horrible. You dodged it though. I should have brought the other trinket. It buffs your accuracy at range. Yeah, that was a complete mistake. Hey, you know what? The more you know. We learn our lesson. You stay alive and please keep the buffs coming. Let's stun you. Hopefully you don't miss. You actually have an accuracy trinket though, so you're probably more likely to land, funnily enough. I actually think they're about the same. Wow, the speed 9 Plague Doctor went after the speed 3 Militia. Sometimes that's just how it works, you know? So now you're gonna defend the icon. Still can't kill you, but we can at least pull the Crusader forward so that he can get the kill next turn. I wonder what the bone guys do from the back. I wonder if they even have the attack. Maybe they're part of the criteria of enemies who can't do anything. And now the speed 4 leper went before the speed 7 bone bearer, so it's just... It's the wild, wild west out here as far as party turn order goes. I should not do that. He reduces his own stress during camping. We should really be doing the stress of like the Vestal.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
You know what? We came out better than we went in.
This expedition at least promises success.
It's 5 torches, plenty of food. Still have to do at least one more of these remaining rooms. Figure out what's going on with these 2 battles. But we did have 2 battles in this hallway and they were just normal battles. Maybe like, you know what? One of those battles was brigands. One of them was defend the icon. Let's pay attention to what happens down here. Maybe there's gonna be like some sort of similarity between the 2. Maybe we'll find some commonality. Well, that's a waste of a key. Please continue. We have to do a few more battles, but I still will. We'll camp after this battle. We'll camp. That way we'll have loot for or inventory for the next couple of battles. I think that's a good idea. I hope it is. That's what I'm gonna do, so it better be. And we're gonna get a lot of money from this mission, which makes me happy. The leper can only kill a unit when it makes the Crusader miss his lunge. That's the only time the leper actually does what I want him to do. Ah, you moved first. On the bright side, we should be able to kill you before you get another attack. Yes. You're dead. Now, unfortunately, the maggot's gonna live for another turn, but who cares? I care. Well, no one asked you, buddy. Buddy. Look, if you're gonna hit someone, at least hit him.
The bigger the beast, the greater
The bigger the cushion. That's the only thing I think of when the narrator says that line anymore. No stress, beautiful. And, I mean, honestly, it doesn't really matter if the Crusader even removes stress at this point, because we're about to camp, and our stress is pretty low anyways, but he actually can't do anything from that position, so we might as well just do that move.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Ooh, another key and another onyx. I'm very glad we kept those gems around. All right, so we're gonna free up an inventory space of food and firewood. So let's camp.
Circle in the dark. The battle may
Prevent
yet be
nighttime
won.
ambush. We've already removed the disease, so we can do a accuracy, and then we have 2 more points. Sure, recover 3 stress. This is such a good party at handling like everything. We can get rid of the shovels at this point. That is something that we can totally dump. So this is just a normal combat of just 3 random units. So maybe I got no idea what the heck is going on here. Try to stun. Literally the perfect position because the leper and Crusader can hit. Could not have gone better. Also, we have 0 stress. I guess that makes sense. Please don't. I'd like to stay at 0 stress, actually. Please don't. They love the Vestal. Makes sense, you know. Hit the weakest part of my party. But also, could you please stop that? You might as well move forward. There's no stress to be removed. So heal up. Chop up. That was only 1 enemy. Man, you really should kill these guys faster. More reinforcements could come. No? Okay. Had me second guessing myself. Yeah, I'm gonna heal. There was a temptation to stun, but you know what? If there's a temptation to stun, stun. I hate that it missed. And I hate that that landed, because that's a lot of damage. In fact, I am willing to stall for 1 more turn. Because oh, what? Didn't expect that. In theory, the Plague Doctor is pretty likely to move before him, which guarantees the kill, and if we get time for another heal, you might as well take it. And we got lucky, we got very lucky. Start taking more...
But a victory nonetheless.
More busts. We have 1 more combat left, and then this is going to be it.
In Radiance, may we find
And it's just
victory.
spiders. So I don't know why there's 2 fights in the same hallway, because I was told that that is an indication of a special combat like the thing from Beyond the Stars, but I guess that's not the case. You can just have 2 combats. Okay, I'm incredibly scared now, because the Vestal is poisoned and going to be hit by these freaking spitters. Haha. Scary. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. I'm not afraid anymore. Though we're probably not going to be able to heal. Stall? Hey, it's a heal for 2. I'll take it. We do have quite a bit of... Oh, it's anti-venom. The only time I've ever wanted anti-venom to show up. There it is. Alright, you're gonna be fine. Alright, let's start the backtracking. We know that there's a lot of loot that we want to pick up. And we can dump these shovels.
Packs laden with loot. Often low on supplies.
So, we don't really need the keys because these treasure chests can still be opened. So I am gonna dump the keys. And I will take deeds instead of keys and try to get those stacked up. Could also take portraits, but yeah, let's take portraits. I am gonna hold the holy water though because there's so many opportunities for urns, which will give us more gems. And I want those gems, man. They're nice, they stack up a lot. That's fine. We still have enough food for 1 starvation. I'm just doing it like this so that we don't get the backtrack stress penalty.
A handsome reward.
Can't hold any of it. Okay, well,
performed.
it's possible we'll get more sapphires, but not necessarily likely. And emeralds, it's possible we'll get more of those, though not necessarily likely. Dump the portrait, dump the deed, take the money, take the gem. I'm gonna push it a little bit here, but I'm not gonna get rid of the 4 food. Still a lot of backtracking to do if we want all of the loot. We could just, oh, I had citrine in my inventory, get out of here.
Could staunch the flow of
Frickin' citrine, useless garbage. Well, there's the last of the food. We should still be okay to reach at least 1 treasure chest without starving. And then maybe we will just call it. No combat, which is beautiful. We can probably dump the jade at some point. I've got the jute tapestry, though. Okay, I'll head off this way. 25 gold, beautiful. Barring the Shambler's Altar, I don't think there's any way that 2 conditional bosses can spawn in the same mission, says Lucky. Yeah, I think that's probably correct. I don't know if the Fanatic can spawn at the same time as the thing from Beyond the Stars in the same mission, but that's the only other way. You know what? Just so we can avoid starvation, I'm just gonna leave now. We still have plenty of gold.
ruins belong to us. And
Lots of
we will
stuff,
find
lots of
whatever
gold.
secrets they hold.
Whatever secrets they hold, and a lot of diseases. The fit, syphilis, and the egg. Curious, hot to trot, claustrophobia. Hot to trot is actually a very good one. Plus accuracy on the first round means that you're not gonna miss that first attack. That's a lock-in worthy ability.
We dug for months, years, an eternity. And we were rewarded with madness.
Plus 100% shards collected this week. Maybe this is finally the opportunity to go back and take a look at doing one of these missions and getting some shards. We have a healer, we have a jester, which means we can do healing and stress relief. Maybe this is the time to actually do that. We did unlock the next boss though, with a thing from Beyond the Stars, but I kind of like the idea of maybe trying out a farmstead. We'll see. For now, we have things to do, not stress relief, it's actually, why is your stress so high? Right, because you had diseases. That's right, I remember now. Let's remove these diseases. Syphilis, what are you guys doing out there? And you have Demonomania and Hot to Trot. We want to get rid of Demonomania, and we want to lock in Hot to Trot. I will spend for that. And yeah, we will do a farmstead mission next, because if we get double shards for doing the mission, let's do it. We didn't really get that far last time because I think I left on the Miller fight, but at least now I'll know how to use the locket correctly, and we will use the locket correctly, and we will go out on this mission and not get ourselves murdered. We have 28 weeks remaining, which is plenty of time. Let's do it. For now, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch or when I go live, support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of The Darkest Dungeon.